Hello, welcome back. Today it's a video about Udaipur, which is a city in India basically. And it's a bit of a weird way to start off this series, but I spent a year in India between high school and college as sort of a gap year. And I did a lot of different things there. I traveled a bit, I volunteered mainly, and I wanted to make a series about the different places that I visited and some cultural traditions that I learned about there and my gap year and how I planned it. I'm allergic to dust and my room is very dusty at the moment because I haven't dusted in a while. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to make a video about Udaipur first because I was going through my camera roll for this series and there's so many beautiful pictures of Udaipur, so that's going to be the first one. And I just want to take you through sort of what I saw when I went there and a little bit of context to the city. So first things first, Udaipur is quite a popular place to visit when people go to India. It's located in the state of Rajasthan, up in northwest India. And I highly recommend going there. It was one of my favorite places. I went with my flatmate and friend who I was living with in a different state in India at the time. And we took an overnight bus there, which was actually great, and arrived, I believe, the next morning in the city.
Sarah, hast du Angst?
Oh ja,
Wo sind wir gerade?
im Post.
Wir sind gerade in einem Nachtbus und es ist sehr gruselig.
Da
Aber
kannst du dein Gepäck rein.
genau.
Oh.
Aber jetzt geht's los. Tschüss!
I would say it's a small city for India, and it's known for its palace, and it's quite green for an Indian city, and there's a lot of water, so it's just a really picturesque place to go, and the food is amazing. The typical thing I would say to eat there is Rajasthani thali, which is sort of a mix of little dishes on a big plate. You've probably seen that before if you've been to an Indian restaurant or have been to India, but each state, or some states, have their own traditional thali versions, and Rajasthani thali is quite famous, so definitely try that when you go to Udaipur. And we took a yoga class there, which was great. We went and saw the palace for the day as well and took a bunch of pictures. The architecture is just beautiful.
Sarah, wo sind wir gerade? Im Palast.
And other than that, one thing that was really funny about Udaipur, there's very large fruit bats there. They're about this big, and they hang in the mango trees and they eat the fruit there. So during the day you just see all of these long black, what look like bean pods if you're unassuming, things, but it's actually giant bats, so that's quite cool. I can't remember what else we did there. I feel like we just ate a lot of food, and we went to, there was some type of gardens that we went to see that was very kind of manicured.
Okay, so we just got done with yoga. Now we're going to breakfast and we're on the river and it's gorgeous. Can you believe it? No, you can't. Siehst du die?
I'm really on fire tonight. Can't nobody hold me down. I'm doing whatever now. Ain't got no time to fight. I'm talking way too loud. And if you don't like the sound, you could just tune it out. Who you rooting for? They say whatever team that'll win. I say cool, cause it's gonna be whichever one I'm in. Yeah, I'm good like that. Yeah, I'm good like that. Who you rooting for? They say whatever team that'll win. I say cool, cause it's gonna be whichever one I'm in. Yeah, I'm good like that. Yeah, I'm good like that.
Okay, so basically what I found out is that Udaipur was the capital of Mewar, which was the previous sort of kingdom. It was founded in 1559, so I guess that's 400 years ago? Over 400 years ago, by the Rajputs. People speak Hindi, English, and Rajasthani or Mewari there, and I could definitely attest to that. I think while I was there, I pulled out my very fragmented Hindi to try to, order cabs and things. It's popularly known as the City of Lakes because of the lakes that surround it, which are just incredibly beautiful. As it is quite popular. It didn't feel touristy at all though when we went there. I mean, there were a lot of, I would say, Indian tourists from other parts of the country, but not a lot of foreign tourists. Yeah, I also wanted to use this series as sort of a chance to talk about India in general a little bit. I think when I tell people that I've been to India, and then especially when I mention that I did some solo traveling there, I get a lot of, oh wow, like, weren't you scared reactions? And the short answer is no, I really wasn't. The way the West portrays India quite often is very inaccurate, and there's so much more depth to the culture and the people and the country than you could ever really imagine from the outside. It's such a diverse place. There's so many languages and cultures and ethnicities. It's hardly even logical to consider it one country, and yet it is. And so I just wanted to use this to dispel some myths about India and to encourage other people to visit. I hope you enjoyed this little snapshot into Udaipur and it inspired you to go visit Rajasthan. There's a lot of other cities to see in Rajasthan as well, like Jaipur, for example, that I would highly recommend, but Udaipur was definitely my number one favorite. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, whoever you are, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!